Yeah, looks like we are live. We're starting. And it is live. Welcome. It's Saturday morning, and it's National Dance Day. Every day is National Dance Day, but somebody, I don't know that Hallmark Cards actually did this one. I don't know who did it, but we're going to celebrate the day and do some 15 minutes of exercise and dance so that you, and I'm basically talking to baby boomers, folks my age and younger, who we're at a stage right now in our lives where our bodies are aging. I like to tell folks that I've worked hard to create a strong heart for myself, but I still have 72-year-old muscles and bones, and they age in time. I'm actually on YouTube, but I have to stoop down because I move things around. You actually can't even see that. I'm going to be getting on a bicycle here in a sec. Let's see what happens when I get on. And I don't like this music. Let's see how I can change the movie. Look at that. Okay, we're in a tight squeeze here. I'm going to move this camera a little bit closer. Okay, that's the best we're going to do for now. It's the first time I tried to do something extraneous like this. I have been a certified exercise trainer for approaching 20 years, although I'm not so sure about the certification anymore, because why let those expire during the pandemic? In my working with seniors, number one, most important thing is cardiovascular strength. Can't emphasize that enough. And that, well, you know what, it is to me, it is for anybody, but especially for me with the challenges. Let's bring that down. Let's try to turn that off for a second. Ooh. Don't remember that music. Balance, extremely important, and that's where dance plays into being an exercise that you can do that will, I think if I move my bike a little closer, there, I get a better shot that way. Muscle strength, muscle tone. Our muscles get weaker as we age. I have actually been able to strengthen muscles with some workouts that I have been doing in the last,
since the beginning of 2020. I've had a lot of issues that we all have, nothing extraordinary. And I've been able to really isolate whatever the problem is, whatever the challenge is, and create an exercise to do something about it. For sure, we stretch our muscles, muscle tone. I'm actually doing more muscle stretching now than I've ever done before. Even when I was running, and I should have been doing more stretching. What I'm doing now is really far exceeds anything. And the one thing that we don't, wow, I do, but folks don't talk a lot about is skeletal alignment. It is, well, here I am slouching a little bit. Extremely important to have the best posture that you possibly can have. Thinking tall, feeling tall, stretching it out. You will find the better skeletal alignment that you have, the less you will feel arthritis that you have in your body. That's pretty well accepted, even with bad arthritis. As I've had about 5 years ago, in an X-ray that was taken on my body, my doctor said to me, "David, you've got a tremendous amount of arthritis in your body." And I said, "Well, I don't feel it. I feel it in my knees, but I don't feel it all over my body." And he said, "That's because you exercise, pure and simple." So in addition to the exercise, all throughout the day, whatever it is that you do, be conscientious of what your skeletal alignment is. I have a routine that I go through before I go to bed, before I go to sleep. I might do it during the day as well as whenever I go to sleep. I have a whole routine, and I because I need to lay on my side because of a surgery I had 27 years ago. That's what I do. So it takes me a while to get lined up, but I find I've got some extra pillow. I've got some special alignment pillows that I bought. So I'm working on my neck as I sleep, and I'm certainly working on my lower back. Those are the things that we want to try to keep as much in line as possible during the night as we sleep. So that's basically why we should do what we do. Today I'm gonna put some music on. Sometime in 2019, I bought. You really can't see it. Let's see if I can get the camera a little bit closer to show you. Okay, I bought a very simple, pretty inexpensive bike that I had seen on television. I watched 4 infomercials about it, and on the 5th one, I said, "I got to buy it." So I ordered it. Well, it was a fantastic investment on my part. Not only it's a bike, the seat is actually a little bit bigger than traditional indoor cycling seats are. That's a plus. But you can always get a padded seat. You can get a new seat. That's a minor issue. But the seat is really it's the major complaint I've heard about the exercise in all the years I've been doing it. So I have a seat. I'm putting my feet in the pedals. I have a seat right now that and I can angle the bike so that I'm in a recumbent position where my feet are straight out from me. A lot of folks, when they are working out on the cycle like that, or though the very traditional is a straight up and down where um, well your seat is straight up and down and you can get in and out of the saddle, which we will do. Uh, the other thing that I and this is where this design, this piece of equipment was made was I don't know if I don't know, I think his name was Seth. I I don't know if he conscientiously designed it for baby boomers, although he's a baby boomer, so maybe he definitely did have that in mind. He doesn't mention it necessarily, and the videos that are shown throughout this infomercial don't necessarily smack of the baby boomer, but whatever. The one, well, and then I can adjust the resistance, how hard I pedal. There are 6 different adjustments I can make. The harder it is to pedal, the more calories you're going to burn, uh, the more quickly you're going to elevate your heart rate. Not necessarily a big jump, but as you add resistance to whatever it is you're doing, you're going to increase your heart rate. Now, here's the brilliant thing that he did. He put resistance bands with handles so that as I am pedaling, I can work my arms, my biceps, triceps, or some chest muscles, arm muscles. It was a brilliant thing that he did. So spending 15 minutes on this piece of equipment, you can work virtually every muscle that you need to. Well, you can work every muscle. You can elevate your heart rate. Let me do a sidebar on that. Something that really isn't explained in exercise classes very well, cardiovascular exercise classes. Well, the couple that I've taken from other instructors, they've never made mention. The purpose of exercise, any exercise, is to elevate your heart rate. Start to stress your heart out, stress your heart out a little bit. And so you can do it in phases. The training program that I developed, we elevated the heart rate on a 5 minute climb, meaning when you're climbing, you're working resistance, you're creating more resistance as if you're climbing. We do it. I did it standardly in a 9-minute climb, 18-minute climb, and sometimes we even one time there I had a class with it was just one other gentleman in the class. He was actually from Britain, and he wanted to climb for the entire 55 minutes that we were in the class, and I said, no problem, let's do it. So equally important as to elevating your heart rate is dropping your heart rate. We personally can control how we elevate our heart rate. The rate at which your heart rate drops is 100% reflective of the strength of your heart muscles. And if you can drop your heart rate, let's say you're working out, you reach a heart rate of 120 beats per minute. If after you stop or ease back your workout almost to a standstill, if you can drop your heart rate 20 beats in a minute, you have a very healthy and strong heart. It's a good thing, and we don't hear it all too often, and it's increasingly important with seniors as we age, and we have an understanding of that. We excuse me, we want to stress our hearts out. That's the key. When I explained the exercise long time ago, I go to my cardiologist. He said, "You're doing a stress test." I said, "That's what we're doing." So in a 15-minute time, you can take your heart rate up and down one time, 2 times, 3 times, and you will make those 15 minutes of workout very, very efficient. If you happen to be in a situation where you can be seated on a bike like this that has all of this stuff going on, take advantage of it. The more things that you can be doing and working out and working on, the more efficient, better results that you will get from that exercise, from that routine, whatever it is you're doing. So what I'd like to do is find some good music, some good dance music, and for the first song, I will stay on the bike and do a routine. Feel free to get a towel, and you can achieve the same kind of things with a towel that I will be showing you with resistance bands. We'll do one song on the bike. We'll do one song. I'll move the bike out of the way. I don't know how you'll be able to actually see me do this. We'll have to adjust the cameras, but in early 2020, I've on television found this piece of equipment. I think I paid $50 for it. Point I'm trying to make is very, very inexpensive for all the things that I can do. The first thing I saw were at the bottom were bands to put your feet in when you are working out with just a resistance band. And if you go to davidsbabyboomerbootcamp.com, davidsbabyboomerbootcamp.com, I demonstrate a lot of things, a lot of videos, a lot of information there. I urge you to go there to get some ideas on how you can do a workout for yourself. But this is very safe. Putting your feet in here are very safe, which is not necessarily true of just a raw band. I have many class members that will tell you, watch me snap that band because it slipped from the bottom of my feet into my face. And that's not a pleasant feeling. So we've got the band. This bar allows us to twist the band and create more resistance. So you don't have to stop while you're doing it. You just continue whatever it is you're doing. Work with your new resistance. More resistance means increased heart rate, burning more calories. So that's essentially it. So let's dance with in a seated position. By the way, if you happen to get something like this, you can use a chair as I'm sitting here on the bike. And it is important to do some of your workouts seated and some standing. You want to do as much standing as you can, but not a problem. Maintaining that skeletal alignment that I spoke about, and a good place to obviously to work your legs. Oh, that's another thing I was going to say. I forgot. This piece of equipment eliminates the need for leg weights and hand weights. You don't need them anymore. You can use this to achieve those. So that's why that's another reason why I really like it. I was looking for that. Okay. Let's find some music. That's not what I want. I don't want my dashboard. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's where I want to be. Oh, here. This is an old one. Really old one. This is probably one of the first ones that I started to dance to. Okay, so I'm going to get lined up here in the pedals. Get the resistance going. I like to work with a lot of resistance. That's me, so I'm going to add some here. So another thing I didn't talk about was positioning. If you are on, and I would never try it on this bike, but if you can get out on your bike, get out of the seat, either straight up or leaning forward on your bars, you are also going to see an increase in your heart rate. I wouldn't advise it on this equipment. Okay, we got the weights with our hands on. Some bicep curls. Another reason why I like working out to dance music, because I always say feel the beat of the music, because the beat of the music will tell you what you need to do. Don't forget about your core area. Extremely important for balance. I just started something last night for the first time in a long time. I did some crunches in my bed before as I was going to sleep last night. I don't think I've ever done crunches in my bed. I was pleased. My core strength, my core is getting stronger. Close your eyes. Feel the beat. Breathing. If you can learn how to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. In through your nose, out through your nose instead of out through your mouth. If you can breathe in and out through your nose, it takes time to learn how to do that. It's not a common way to breathe. In your workout, you will feel a whole lot better if that becomes your breathing pattern. In and out through your nose. Better oxygenation, and you'll feel better after you're done dancing. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? There, that's how easy it folds. I don't want it to unfold. Okay. Back to my bar. I will get my feet in. With the safety. I spread my feet about shoulder width. I've got some resistance going in this position, got more going here. Just add a little more. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got some resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bicep curl. 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to get the feet going. A little hard. We got tight space here. Make up a, when you're working out by yourself, on your own, I should say, or by yourself. What hurts? If you have a muscle or an area of your body, there's a little work on that area. Stretch those muscles. Oftentimes, when you can stretch, get a better stretch in. Bending forward at the waist, lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That wasn't a 15-minute workout, but that's the beauty of things. If you can work out, if you can dance, 15 minutes every day. You pick the 15 minutes. It'll work. It'll work great. If you choose to go 10 minutes one time, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, that's okay. It's about you. It's about you and what you establish for yourself, a system that works. It doesn't matter what the experts tell you. It's really what works for you. So if you want me to help you try to develop a routine for you, send me a message on Messenger on Facebook. You can text me, SMS me, 513-203-7059, 513-203-7059. Today is the end of 8 weeks that I did a whole 8 weeks ago today. I did a whole mind and body transformation, the most major significant transformation I have ever made in my entire life, and just do things differently and making changes. It was a wonderful experience. I should have done it years ago. I'm fortunate that I started doing. But what I do I used to, well, 60 days ago, I slept 6 hours, which meant that theoretically I was up 8 hours, whatever, naps, eating, whatever it was, but I had opportunities to eat 18 hours. I basically eat healthy. I always say 92, 93% healthy. I prepare my own food. Uh, I eat little portions. I was eating healthy, but I was doing it too often. So instead of 6 minutes of 6 hours of sleeping, 18 hours of potential eating, I've turned it around to where I make myself. I'm only allowed to eat from 10:30. Must be close to 10:30 now. Yeah, I only eat from 10:30 until 4:30 in the afternoon. 6 hours. The other 18 hours, I drink liquids. I drink water, tea. I've drunk more tea than I am drinking more tea than I've ever drunk in my life. I'm drinking organic, healthy teas. Coffee. I do coffee a couple times, a couple cups of coffee in that 18 hours. Broth. I make a broth from scratch. Start with water and add minerals and vitamins and flavor, and I will drink that. That goes a long way. That broth really goes a long way in those 18 hours. But it was a wonderful, wonderful mind and body transformation for me. If I lost any weight doing that, and I had to lose weight, I had to because I'm old line, calories in, calories out kind of individual, so that if you burn more calories than you are consuming, theoretically, you will either stay the same weight or lose weight. Just eating less in less time, consuming less. I know I've lost close to 20 pounds, but I don't even have a scale that works, so I don't check it. I know that I've lost inches. I can tell very easily just by the way I move. I have less weight on my knees. Subsequently, my knees feel better. So it has worked really wonderfully well for me. I knew 30 hours after I started doing it that it was the right thing for me to be doing. Into this after 24 hours, into the second day, I knew I was doing the right thing. So, the really interesting thing is, I have touched by probably 80%, 85%, now probably 80% of the sugars that I take into my body. I have not tasted a piece of chocolate for 8 weeks, and I was a chocolate. I don't miss it. I don't have a craving for it. It's amazing what this whole process has done for me. And if you can make it work for you, or modify it. It can't be a bad thing to do. If you can modify it to make it work for you in the very best way, that would be very key. And if you need any help in that area, please contact me. Okay. I am sweating. I have burned calories in the last 33 minutes and 42 seconds. Thank you for taking time sharing with me today. I hope the information that I have shared with you is helpful. I know the exercising things that I showed you can absolutely bring value to your life. And each one's going to be different. But you know what? The day is young. It is National Dance Day. Find some more time left today, and let's go out and dance.
and have a good time. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.